Yo, what's going on, everybody? We got top 10 worst hit songs of 2021 by Todd in the Shadows. Let's go.
This video was brought to you by Curiosity Stream.
Alright, there we go. Sorry, I had to fix my fucking OBS. Hit it on. Are they done? Are they done milking Pop Smoke? Are they done doing that? Like, is he like? Are they out of leaked songs or whatever, or like secret songs?
It's fair to call 2021 a giant disappointment, right? Woo, 2020 is over! Worst year in history behind us. Let the good times roll. 2021 is going to be the best year of our lives. It's going to be nothing but sunshine and roses. We're going to party like it's some other goddamn year than the one we just had. And I don't know. That's just not what happened. I mean, yeah, it was better than 2020, but we're still dealing with a lot of the same garbage. It's hard for me not to look at it as a letdown. And unlike 2020, where music felt to me like a life raft and a truly dismal time to be alive, I found it a little hard to get into much this year. Now, on some level, these recaps of the year are redundant. Every year it's like, oh, there were some good things that happened this year, there were some bad things that happened this year. What a year, huh? And trying to impose a label on an entire year of music is dumb. But to me, this is not a great year in pop music, as judged by the only standard I use, which is that I was more interested in writing the worst list this year than the best list.
Damn.
Boy, there was some shit this year.
That's actually kind of sad.
For every disappointment I had. And now that I've hyped it up, I'm sure this list will be a disappointment too. So let's do this. We're counting down!
Save your tears for another day.
The top 10 worst hit songs of 2021. Number 10. All right, we got a lot of bad.
I wonder why he
songs,
chose
so
Save Your
why
Tears
don't we
for the
just take this
transition.
one
Maybe
out
just likes
right
the
now?
song. Mistakes I make inside my head. She's naked in my bed. Hey, what? Hey,
Yeah,
Todd. Come on, bro. What is this? We caught you, bro. Me and the one other Maroon 5 fan. We caught you, bro. What is this? What is this song doing on the worst list? Huh? One of the greatest songs ever. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. No, but this song goes hard. I'm sorry. I've always been a Maroon 5 defender, and this is another one of those cases, you know? Yeah. This song goes hard. Okay. But, obviously I can see why people don't like it. I mean, that's just with most of Maroon 5 stuff post 2010. Like, I can see why you don't like it. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's fucking pop airplay garbage slop. But guys, I literally 2 years ago, not 2 years ago, earlier last year, I was talking about Maroon 5 comeback 2024 is inbound, and it never happened. But now, Adam Levine said at the end of April, there will be a new single. There will be a new single. I'm really hoping. I'm not gonna lie. People have been saying that they might switch it up. You know, instead of doing the normal pop single with the rap verse. I mean, obviously this is an example right here. Maroon 5, Megan Thee Stallion. Instead of doing the regular pop single, they might do something different. Might go back to their roots, which I would want that, but like I would also want the pop single out of because I like the pop singles. I don't know, sue me. But yeah, either way, I'm probably gonna listen to it. I mean, obviously I'm gonna listen to it. Maroon 5 comeback. This is a very special time, and I'm gonna be very interested to see how they perform. Because Maroon 5 has never really taken a break really since like 2010. They were pumping out fucking pop albums every other year. You know what I'm saying? They were going crazy. Number one, number two. Going crazy on the charts. But then they kind of stopped after what was it? Holy fuck, holy fucky fuck, like that shit. Like, he cheated on his wife or whatever. He was like texting other girls. People got mad at him for that. And then they kind of stopped making music. Then they made Middle Ground, that fucking boring ass bullshit. Get that out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very interested to see how the new Maroon 5 rollout goes. You know, he said it's going to be a Maroon 5 summer.
This one was a lock. This year, Adam Levine's sellout period reached a full decade. And during that entire time, I have asked and asked, why does Maroon 5 still exist? And I think I finally have the answer. It's to help me fill out the worst list. Truly, the most noble reason to create art.
Wow, yeah.
So really, I owe Adam Levine a debt of gratitude.
I can't believe how everything is worse for me.
Now, in one sense, this is just a Lifetime Achievement Award. For almost the entire decade I've been doing this, Maroon 5 has been filling up my worst list. Last year, I put one of their songs as an honorable mention, even though I didn't really think
Nobody's
that was
so
actually
good.
that bad. I just simply don't know how not to at this point. If Adam Levine ever actually made a good song again, it'd probably make me so angry at this point that I'd probably just put it at the top of the
wait,
worst list
April,
anyway.
wait for April.
That's it.
Oh,
I do
shit.
actually
And
hate this
April,
one.
we just wait for it. It's coming out. The greatest Maroon 5 song you ever hear? Probably not.
Oh boy,
Bro, how old is this
Maroon
dude at
5
this
song
point?
about having a relationship with a hot woman, and it's terrible, and they fight all the time, but they just can't stop themselves from having hot, sexy sex with each other.
It's beautiful, it's bittersweet, you're like a broken home to me.
Boy, that's a new one, Adam.
Like, you just can't tell me that, like, this song and the other song are fire, bro. I'm sorry. They just
Sure
go
need another
hard,
one
bro.
of those from you. Maybe Pink will write a song about the struggles of marriage next. If he was going to repeat one of his songs, I wish it wouldn't have been his most irritating.
What if we get an Animals, like, type
Oh,
song?
it's such a mistake that
That'd be
I
so
keep
funny.
having sex with her. It's so bad, it makes me weep all over my $1 million car. Bite me. You can probably credit the song's success to Megan Thee Stallion, who is also on here. And congratulations to Maroon 5 for a major achievement, getting Megan to turn in the first verse from her that I didn't like.
Because I let you. Usually, I like my situation's beneficial. If you're dreaming, loose it, prove it.
Good
If you made a
God.
promise, then keep it.
Hashtag rap. What year is it? Are we all gonna do the ice bucket challenge? These Maroon 5 guest verses generally come from good rappers, but I've never enjoyed a single one. I don't even know if the verses are bad or if they just turn unappealing when they come served with
Nah,
Maroon
Cardi
5
B's verse
brand
was fire.
processed
On Girls Like You. I don't even like Girls Like You that much. Cardi B's verse was fire.
Really early in 2021, Adam Levine lamented that there are no big famous bands anymore. And for the first time in a while, Levine actually sounded sincere to me. Because some abstract love of bands as a concept must be the only reason he still pretends Maroon 5 still exists. As we near the 20-year mark of Maroon 5, I despair of getting rid of Levine ever. Much like in the song, this is a mistake we are doomed to keep making.
Oh,
I wouldn't call it beautiful,
Wrong.
though. Next.
I mean, he was low-key right about the band thing. Bro, people were getting mad at Adam Levine about saying, like, the band shit. There's no bands anymore. Which, I mean, okay, it depends on the context that you're talking about it, right? I didn't listen. I was probably, like, an interview or something. I never listened to that interview or whatever. I never listened to that. But he was most likely talking about, like, mainstream, like, fucking Hot 100 pop shit. Which, I mean, if we're talking about bands there, then yes, 100%. There's no bands anymore. Like, I guess BTS, maybe. Does BTS even count as a band? They're a group. Are they a band? What is the I don't even know the definition of a band, but like, I couldn't name you a band. Sleep Token is on the charts right now, I guess. Like, that's a band, I think. Maybe is that a band? I don't know. Is that one guy? I don't know. Maybe. That might be a band. I don't know. Who else on the charts right now is a band? Yeah, it kind of just says everything, right? I mean, if Maroon 5 talk about, like, just in general, there's no bands anymore, then that's just false.
Number 9.
False.
Maybe I'm the only one who does this, but does anyone else?
Maria's
get
Maria's
so
a band. Maria's is a band. They're on the charts right now.
Interested in something that
Right?
they become fascinated by it?
Maybe you like talking about
Oh shit, Tate McRae.
But you should have told me that you were thinking about someone else.
Tate McRae was a mildly famous child dancer on various reality shows, and as she neared adulthood,
That's why
she got
she's so
into
good
music.
at
I can only
dancing.
guess what attracted her to songwriting or what kind of music she wants to be making, but it's very clear what the label wants from her. They want Billie Eilish, and my God, they're gonna take their hammers to this girl. And
It's very interesting to see the, like, transformation of Tate McRae going from, like, Billie Eilish to Olivia Rodrigo to actually like kind of her own personality, but more like like Timbaland fucking 2000s music. But at least she's being herself and not being another artist. You know what I'm saying?
Billie Eilish shaped hole. Literally the
Like
first
I would say she like the stuff that Tate McRae is releasing nowadays is actually pretty different from a lot of the other stuff. I mean, obviously it's still pop shit, but like it's like pretty different from a lot of what the other pop girls are putting out. So at least she has some form of uniqueness now. It's very interesting, like the evolution of her career, just starting out as like kind of like a clone of other artists, and then kind of carving herself out to be like her own artist. I actually find that pretty interesting.
Release was co-written by Billie Eilish, which would make me feel very weird if I were her. That one didn't take off, but one of her originals did.
No, you ain't like this.
I kind of became fixated on this song this year. Not so much because I didn't like it, so much as
I've heard this. I don't think I've ever heard this song on the radio.
Like,
Was this like a
hearing it
TikTok
so
song?
often on
I
the
don't
radio?
really
It's not
remember.
catchy. It's not compelling. Like it's a breakup song about some ex who wants her back.
Suddenly you're asking for it back. Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve?
And it's all this big
video
drama,
fucking
big rolling
production
fucking clouds.
quality is not
And it all builds up
anything
to-
crazy.
When you broke me first. You broke me first.
I don't know how to tell you this, but this really needed to end on a more cutting line than, well, you started it. Did you think whoever this was about was going to be hurt by that? The answer is no, she didn't, because that person doesn't exist. This isn't based on anything that actually happened.
Oh, damn.
I read a bunch of articles that were like, how did you write a breakup song without ever having your heart broken? Well, by being not good at it, obviously. There's nothing wrong with writing fiction.
I mean, nowadays,
but
you just
in a
use
year
ChatGPT.
dominated by girls writing about their real heartbreak, the lack of any authentic pain in this song is painfully noticeable.
What did you think would happen?
I feel like maybe this song could have worked if it had more energy, but it was jammed into a Billie Eilish mold of sulky, whispering girls. It doesn't seem like this was what this song was supposed to be. After listening to it a dozen times, I realized that if anyone besides Billie Eilish was making Billie Eilish music, I probably wouldn't like it. Like 10 years ago, at least your mediocre pop would have an okay beat and you could dance to it. This just feels like the movie trailer cover version of itself.
When you broke me
The fuck?
first.
What is this movie?
I'm not gonna
What is? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. What the fuck?
Now, I'm not gonna say this girl is talentless or has no future, but if she does have a future, it's probably
what is that
as
movie?
much distance between herself and Billie as possible. None of the couple other minor hits she's had has sounded like anything like this. It seems like her strengths are elsewhere. That's my advice for her, at least.
True.
Tate, if the label wants you to write something called Even More Happier Than That, turn it down.
Is that Toronto? That's Toronto, no? Is she Canadian? I didn't know that.
Number 8. I should say that overplay does count against you on these lists. I don't remember hating this the first time I heard it, but it's been
Heat
over
Waves.
a year now, and I would honestly
Damn, they really don't play this song anymore. I never hear this song.
glass and listen to that
I remember,
song
bro.
over again.
In 2021, 2022, they played the fuck out of this song. Like, it was like you would literally jump in the car. They would play the song a trillion times. I'm not even kidding. But nowadays, I don't really hear it that much, actually. I don't hear about glass animals in general anymore. Not like I heard anything
Glass
other than
Animals
this
is a
song
pretty
from them,
okay
so.
band. This year they had their breakout hit Heat Waves. It went viral on the internet through a convoluted process I don't really understand, involving
dream
person
shit.
slash fic about internet celebrities, and boy,
Hey,
as an
I'm
internet
just
content
saying, hey, look at this pleb. I'm beating this guy. Bro,
It went
Miss
viral on the
fucking
internet through a
Goggy,
convoluted process I
George
don't
Not
really
Found,
understand, involving
thinks
real
he can
person
beat me in
slash
party
fic
games. All these people, they're not touching me in party games. I'm just saying. Anyone who's watching this, you're not touching me in party games.
internet
I'm just
celebrities, and boy, as
You're
an
not
internet
touching me.
content creator myself, I got weird feelings about that. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I also really do not like this song.
Usually I put something on TV, so
Heat Waves was the little indie hit that could. It charted at number 100 in the first week of the year and just slowly kept rising all through 2021 until by December it was a top 10 hit. For a band that might not see this level of success ever again. In the MP3 era, these guys would
they did it.
probably be mislabeled 80% of the time. But they're getting a big bump off this. And boy, aren't I a massive dick for putting these unassuming little underdogs on the list. I don't know. After 12 months of this song, I just find it so grating.
After this song stopped being so overplayed and I actually listened to it, it's not terrible. It's just, it's nothing like, it's very catchy, 100% very catchy, but I don't think it's anything really noteworthy. It's nothing crazy.
I want to hear it again. And I've had difficulty explaining why. It might just be that I missed guitars. Remember when rock music had guitars? Guitars made a big comeback in 2021. It's been great. We have grit and energy again. Oh, right. Rock can rock. I forgot. But even then, this kind of crossover alt-rock hasn't had guitars in like a decade, and I like plenty of those. But there's just nothing to it. No emotions, no bounce, no beat, just vibes. Just vibes. Vibes. I'm so sick of vibes. Give me a riff, a hook, something other than this grim, colorless trudge.
You'll be better off in someone new.
Like it's about breaking up with someone because you want them to be happy, just like that Bastille song.
I was just
When
about
they
to
did it,
sing
they
that
had
song
emotion.
when he said
The guy
happy.
from Glass Animals just kind of mules and hisses like a smarmy radiator.
Now I gotta let you go.
Like I can point to the things I don't like. That funny trap voice sounds like ass. Lyrics aren't great.
That look, that's perfectly unsaid.
Yeah, that's a perfectly ungood lyric. But most people just don't like the sound of it. It's a tiny bit pop and a tiny bit trap and a tiny bit rock and a tiny bit electronic. This shit just sounds like fucking nothing. It just has this bland, artificial aftertaste to it, like
I
fried
can
microwave
hear that.
mashed potatoes. It is food, but it still kind of sort of tastes like plastic. That's what this is. Sometimes all I think about is how much I don't like this song. Next.
Good one. Save your tears for another day.
Number 7. I've already close to forgotten this happened, but 2021 was the year that Kanye and Drake went head-to-head and put their albums up against each other. Now, in my opinion, this was a real douche versus turd matchup, but by this point, you know what I feel about the two men. Drake dumps out another monstrously long album every couple years, and most of it goes in the garbage, but you can always count on at least a couple gems. Whereas Kanye, last time he made anything I really liked, they were still making Harry Potter movies. So I already knew where I was going to stand on this.
Donda's better
And
than
then I actually
CLB.
listened to them.
Yeah, pretty much. This song sucks.
Don't get me wrong, the Kanye album was also pretty bad, but there were songs on it I enjoyed. I just couldn't find anything in Drake's.
Like Hurricane, Off the
Especially
Grid, those songs aren't hard.
Alright, that's fine. Okay.
To be fair though,
Wow.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the bigger songs on CLB have had more longevity than the ones on Donda. Because I probably bumped Fair Trade, Champagne Poetry, TSU. I probably bumped those songs more recently than like Hurricane, Off the Grid. What even was on that? Heaven and Hell. I like that one, but like I don't know. I felt like a lot of the Drake songs just had more longevity, I guess. I don't know. At least for me, I'd rather listen to the singles from CLB than the singles from Donda. What even were the singles? Hurricane? What was the other single? I don't even remember.
Drake is ridiculous. Look at him dressed like an old fat guy. Isn't this funny?
Knife Talk is not that good. I never really cared for Knife
and
Talk.
It took me way too long to realize that that's what he wants you to do. Like this album cover. What the hell is that? It's a thing that makes you go, what the hell is that? Which is what he intended. Every meme just makes him more powerful. Everything he does is designed to go viral. So when Drake has his lead single sample one of the biggest meme hits in history, he knows exactly what he's doing. But personally, I think this was a pretty grave miscalculation. Like, I thought that entire Drake album was dull, but Drake has been putting moody raps over super spare beats his entire career. It's what he does. But this, the lead single, I think it actually is the worst song on the album because it's supposed to be fun. It's something different when he takes a song that was already funny and he puts it into Future's drugged out mumble. It's like the exact opposite of what he's trying to do. And I don't like putting Drake on here because I do like him, or at least I did.
You like the boy, well tell me what you like about him.
I Well, shit, you got me. I honestly can't remember at this point. Like, it's just annoying to see him flop around like LMFAO in this video as if there was anything comedic going on. The original I'm Too Sexy was one of the most mind-meltingly catchy and stupid earworms of all time, and it went to some hilarious places.
Shake my little touch on the catwalk.
There's just nothing fun or even surprising about this.
Get cash wherever I fly, got bitches sexing on me.
None of the flexes are interesting. It's not sexy at all. And for what it's worth, I watched my entire social media feed erupt over.
I think as a song, it's not that good, but I think the video kind of like they want. I feel like they wanted the video to carry it more. But like having it as like a lead single is kind of, I feel like, I don't know. Way Too Sexy did not have. People did not like Way Too Sexy, including me.
At all. And for what it's worth, I watched my entire social media feed erupt over Girls Like Girls because Drake called himself a lesbian. Again, I have no idea why this shocked and amused everyone so much. Like, have you not heard frat boys making that joke for decades? How are you not tired of this? But at least people are talking about Girls Like Girls. I haven't heard anyone say shit about Way Too Sexy. It's that dull. This song is so boring that even Young Thug, who I tend to like, is completely ignorable, which that's gotta be
right. I always forget.
And if I had any
Young Thug is on Way
Kanye
Too
versus
Sexy.
Drake rivalry, I think it was settled when, right as I was writing this, Kanye and Drake buried the hatchet and did a big concert together. And Kanye pulled out classic.
Imagine this
after
today.
classic,
Holy
and
shit.
Drake, to the delight of no one, played nothing but his boring new shit. Oh, guess I'm a Kanye stan again. Just gotta try and forget everything he's done in the last
Todd,
5
no!
years, up to and including this week.
Don't say
Not
that.
to worry though, Drake will be back with another 100 more new songs next year, and maybe this time one of them will be interesting.
Tears for another day.
Number 6. When I complain about modern indie rock mixing everything together so that it all sounds like nothing, I guess, I guess that's better than mixing the worst of every genre together so it sounds like shit.
Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night.
With the biometry staying with the Oreo shake.
Walker Hayes scored country music.
What you mean, Todd? This is fire.
Fancy like a TikTok viral smash about. I
forgot this song existed. Oh my God.
They go to Applebee's, drink.
This song is
Natty
really
Light.
stuck
She even
in
bothers to
its
put on
ear.
makeup, and he puts on a clean pair of pants. Hell, he puts on pants. That's how you know it's a special occasion. Ha 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 ha.
My girl is banging, she's solo maintenance.
To be clear, this is not a song about being poor, it's about being boring and lazy. Like, literally. What he said is that this song is about how it's okay if today is the same as yesterday. And you know what? Yeah, I get that. Not everyone gets to go out and try new trendy cuisines every day. Some of us only have the same strip mall to go to on date nights, and there are worse things in the world than that. I get that. There's something that I'm not embarrassed by eating.
Why was Kesha on the
But I
fucking
think
remix?
Walker
That is
Hayes
so
very
stupid.
much is, because he sings about it in just the most obnoxious.
You think Kesha
and
actually
crude way
liked
possible? We go to
fancy
Applebee's,
like?
aren't we fucking rednecks? No, it's a normal thing to do.
Bro, I have not been to Applebee's in
What is your deal,
years,
Hayes?
bro.
Walker Hayes lowers himself in dignity so much you would think he was an Adam Sandler character. I mean, he certainly has enough shameless product placement. Like, I did a whole video about how much I hated this one, and I did a lot of worrying that it made me look like a snob. I mean, I am a snob. I just try to hide it. But why do I have to worry? Walker Hayes is the one doing the poverty cosplay here. Like, he may or may not have been broke in his life, but by this point, he can probably afford a real cooler.
Natty in the styrofoam, squeaking in the truck bed all the way home.
Ugh. I don't care how proud you are of your place in the world. The sound of squeaking styrofoam can't be high on your list of pleasures in life. Also, did you take your own beer to Applebee's?
Double wide slow dancing.
I keep saying that this song is intentionally cringy as a defense mechanism, but maybe not. Maybe Walker Hayes is just actually that embarrassing. I just assume otherwise, because I can't imagine someone writing a song like this sincerely. It's literally to the tune of the Hokey Pokey.
Alabama, she my Dixieland delight. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
Look, there's nothing wrong with celebrating on a budget or living in Nowheresville. I love cheap thrills. But when you make it sound as unpleasant
Baby,
as
I don't need
this is
dollar
a 40-year-old
bills.
man rapping. No one wants that. And by the way, bro, I'm not sure your wife is as happy with your lifestyle as you think she is.
She's solo maintenance.
Like, if you see her looking at Facebook pictures of an old boyfriend who moved to the city, I'd start worrying. Even a more broke redneck would look like an upgrade next to you, as long as he isn't a walking, living commercial.
That's how we do. Fancy light.
That Applebee's
Anyway,
check
before
probably
we continue,
hit.
this video was brought to you by CuriosityStream. Ever wonder what your favorite punk bands are like when they're forced to grow up? Well, you can watch your favorite bands like Blink-182, Black Flag, Rise Against, and Bad Religion as they tackle the most hardcore, dangerous shit they've ever pulled, Parenthood. That's in the documentary
No
The
way.
Other F Word, and you can see it all on CuriosityStream. Go to CuriosityStream.
Wait, The Other F Word? What do you mean by that?
And you will get an entire year for just $14.79.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Wait, so did
Not only
Nebula,
is that
like,
26%
kinda
discount on
replace
the regular price,
CuriosityStream?
You will also get free access to Nebula, a streaming video platform
it's the
built
same
by
shit.
and for independent creators like Lindsay Ellis, Minute Physics, and myself. So you will get all the high-budget premium content you get
Wow.
on CuriosityStream. Plus
Guys,
all
that
the
sounds pretty,
independent creators on
pretty
Nebula.
cool. You should
Once you use the code and get CuriosityStream,
go check
you get
that
a welcome
out.
email from Nebula giving you access, and you'll have access to both services. So sign up now, click the link in the description, and enjoy. Well, anyway, moving on.
save your tears for another day.
Number 5. We were this close.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Bieber forever.
You
His
got that,
disastrous
yeah.
album Changes, with its shockingly terrible lead single and video, had Career Killer written.
Have you guys seen Justin Bieber recently? This guy's been like on a crack or something, bro. Like this guy's like cracked out on social media. He's posting like weird ass shit. I don't know what's going on with bro.
Was not going to let his biggest cash cow run dry that easily, and so he spent the last 18 months cashing in every favor he had, and now Bieber is back on top. Yay.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. I get
Got my weed from California. What? This song isn't that bad. This song's alright. Nothing crazy. I don't think I've ever gone back to it, but like is this song hateable? Not really.
I've had a couple friends who are only casual pop listeners be really surprised to find out that Bieber's actually had a very good year. Doesn't seem that way because a lot of his more recent songs have been extremely forgettable, and they've also been collaborations, and since Bieber has always had no personality, they all kind of seem more like someone else's songs.
I'll be
Including
fucked
his
up.
biggest hit this year, Peaches, which got most of its energy from its two co-stars. I truly mean no disrespect to Daniel Caesar or Giveon, two up-and-coming R&B stars who do quite a lot to make me not hate this song the first few times I heard it, but despite their best efforts, this unfortunately remains the song of Justin Bieber. Partly because he's way more famous than those other two guys, but also because despite their smoothness, there's only one real memorable part of the song. Kind of reminds me of like a Black Eyed Peas song where the groove is fine at first, and then by the 100th time the emptiness really gets at you because there's nothing to it except the one maddeningly catchy line that gets in your head.
I got my peaches out in Georgia.
Like, I get what it's supposed to mean. Like, he only gets the primo shit from the best places, but it just got more and more inane every time I heard it.
I got my peaches out in Georgia.
Like, what are you
This
talking
dude got
about?
his peaches out in Georgia.
Do you travel to Georgia for peaches? Do you import them? So who fucking cares?
I got my peaches out in Georgia.
Do you eat more than 2 peaches in a year? And if you do, are you like, well, these better be genuine Georgia peaches or I'm not touching them? What does it matter? It's like singing, I get my potatoes out of Idaho. Who cares? Locally grown is probably fine. I know, this sounds like nitpicking, but there's just nothing else to the song. The only other lyrics that stand out are the cringy ad-libs where he calls his wife a badass bitch.
Took my chick up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my
His girl is
Badass
banging. She's
bitch.
so low maintenance. Humiliating. Now, it'd be easy for me to say that, I prefer the 90s peaches.
Okay, Unk. Sure.
But honestly, these two songs are more alike than you'd think. They're both pointless, inane novelty songs, except one of them gets the joke.
I got my peaches out in Georgia.
It's not even like a full chorus. It's more like half a chorus repeated twice.
Was this their number one hit? I think
In
it
fact,
was,
it may be
right?
the same one take played over and over again because Bieber sure doesn't build on it at all.
I got my peaches out in Georgia.
Yeah, it's catchy. I'm not surprised it's a hit. But all I hear when I hear this is, Dance Monkey or Blue Dabba Dee.
I can
one of those
see
other
why
bad earworms.
you would
The result
hear
is
Dance
just a
Monkey from that.
smooth Mambo number 5. And who needs that?
He gets his peaches up from Georgia. Tis for another day.
Number 4.
She told me put
Put my heart in the bag, and nobody gets hurt.
I didn't get Juice WRLD. I didn't like him. Then he died tragically, and I felt bad. I'm not going to tell you I was wrong or that I like all his songs now, but I feel like I appreciate things about him now that I missed the first time. So when I put this song on here, I worry that I'm just making the same mistakes all over again, but you know what? I will take that chance.
What, Kid LAROI?
You cut out a piece of me and now I bleed it.
I don't know. I like this song.
Eternally left here without you. Without you.
I used to bump this song, but then like, I
Kid LAROI,
kind of got sick of
a
it.
teenage Australian that was allegedly Juice WRLD's protege. And I'm trying to be nice here. Like, as a singer, he certainly has an extremely expressive voice.
But I'm scared to be alone.
Communicates a lot about his character immediately.
This is a catchy song.
The same way that the squeaky voiced teen on The Simpsons really embodies a character.
Whoops! Fell in the fryer. I'll get it out. Oh! Oh!
And that's as close as I got. Obviously, I did not succeed in finding a way to like this.
And it hurts for me to think about what life could possibly be like without you.
Like, it's an acoustic guitar song about how sensitive and sad he is, with one of the most overused titles in music, played with 4 very familiar chords in a very familiar order.
Without you. Without you.
As longtime viewers know, it's like it was designed to piss me off personally. This song alone could win you Todd in the Shadows bingo. Like, I know we're all sad now and sad boys are the thing, but Kid LAROI doesn't sound sad or depressed like Juice WRLD. He just sounds like a sulking asshole, especially in the song's most infamous line.
So there you go. Oh,
Can't make a wife out of a hoe. Oh. Is he wrong though?
What the fuck are you talking about?
can't make a wife out of a hoe. Oh.
An Australian teenager has no right to be singing a line
Wait,
like that.
yeah, what? Okay, so the song is about him talking about how like he can't be without her, but then like and then he's calling her a hoe, and then he can't wife her up. So then I don't understand. Like what is the correlation? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Not just because it's misogynistic, but also
I
because
mean-
it has nothing to do with the
I mean, okay, look. I'm hot take. I see where the line is coming from. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of men, they don't. A lot of men, let's be honest, like, you're not gonna date a woman who's like, you know, out there being with a lot of other men. Which, I mean, you know, all power to the woman. You know, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. But like a lot of men are not. Like, there's a reason why there's a whole debate about fucking OnlyFans and shit and dating OnlyFans stars. There's a reason why there's fucking debate about that, right? Because men, they want to have, you know, the woman all to themselves, and if, you know, the woman's going all around fucking everybody, then, well, they're not gonna want her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking truth here. You know, I mean, obviously there's special cases, you know, poly relationships, you know, where men and women, you know, they go fuck everybody else and then they come back together and love each other still. You know, that's fine. You know, nothing wrong with that. But I mean, like, are we really gonna argue about that line? Like, I feel like that line is kind of like, it's stupid. It's a stupid line, but I wouldn't say it's misogynistic. I would say it's just kind of from, it's kind of from like a younger guy trying to like have like wisdom in his song, I guess, but it kind of falls flat because of the delivery. I don't know. But personally, I don't think that line is misogynistic. I don't know. Maybe, you know, some of y'all might be the friend who's too woke. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, it's
Song, the girl he's so upset at seems to have done no hoeing, and also,
Yeah.
you weren't gonna.
the way that he says it and the way it's in the context of the song, like, just makes no fucking sense.
Marry
It's
her.
just
You're
weird.
what, like 14? Like, did you buy a ring? Were you talking about having kids? Come on. I guess that's a particularly authentic teenage thing. You're upset at a girl, so you try to be sexist, but you don't even know how yet, so you just repeat things you heard from other songs. Okay, just so I can hedge my bets here in case Kid LAROI becomes another voice of a generation. His big hit this year, Stay, the Justin Bieber duet, I will admit that it was a lot better than this. It will not be making the best list for the purely petty reason that I react negatively to both their voices, but yeah, there was a lot to like about it. The beat is smooth enough to sand off LAROI's rough edges and energetic enough to give Bieber some personality, but I don't know.
I'll be fucked
Splitting
up
the
if you
difference
can't be
between
right
I wish they'd
here.
just given it to one good singer. Or maybe I'm just penalizing it because of Without You.
Now I bleed internally left here without you.
The worst thing about this song
Is that
isn't LAROI's
24K Golden?
douchebag-
Phase adapt? What the fuck?
I'm just penalizing
Wait,
because of
hold
without
on.
you.
Now I bleed internally, left
Why is phase adapt in the fucking Kid? What the fuck? I might be the only one who knows who this is, but like, if you know who phase adapt is, like, what the fuck? Why is
Maybe
it
I'm
that
just
video?
penalizing it because of without you.
Now I bleed internally.
That's so random.
The worst thing about
Man,
this
Adapt
song
is the GOAT, bro.
Leroy's
I love
douchebag
Adapt.
demeanor
Oh my
and
God.
random sexism.
He's so goated.
Those are arguably the best things about it. The worst thing about it is that, except for those things, this song could have been written by anybody. It's irredeemably basic. And Leroy has to wail like a poltergeist just to make this song interesting at all. What I'm saying is, Kid LAROI is a less charming Louis Capaldi.
Damn. Kid LAROI is way better than Louis
I don't think I
Capaldi.
need to say more than that.
At least nowadays. Maybe back then, no. Tears for another day.
Number 3.
Speechless. Just standing there in that
I don't have
dress.
a problem with Dan and Shay. There are a lot of people who do because, you know, they're the squishy, sensitive wuss boys of country music. I never really liked their shtick, but I
I'm
respect it. They've
speechless.
carved out a pretty unique spot for themselves in a genre of indistinguishable white guys. I can pick them out, and I know what they're about. That's something. I'm not going to be like, they're not real country. I'm not one of those assholes. Or at least I wasn't, but this year something in me snapped. Get these sniveling simps out of here for the love of Christ.
Here's to all the late night drunk phone calls that you picked up.
I don't even know what this song
Here's to
is.
all the bad decisions that you didn't judge.
For the last few years, the major trend in
I'm glad you exist. I don't even know how that goes.
You know, singing to the ladies, gooey songs you can play at a wedding. Dan and Shay are probably the act most identified with it, but I think they might be losing their purpose. The country music audience is mostly women these days, so it's been a fascinating look into the fantasies of your average basic white woman.
Is it?
I wanna introduce you to my kinfolks.
A few of the newer singers would have been making bro country 8 years ago, and they approached this whole new vibe like, yeah, I want a full commitment, and I'm gonna give you a ring and a house and a bunch of kids and all that someday, but also for the time being, I'm a horny, good-looking young guy who wants to give you a lot of bomb-ass sex.
And I wanna see the way you look up under all those stars.
I mean, it's hard to argue with that. Not my thing, but ladies, I get it.
There's a couple billion people in the world.
Dan and Shay can't promise
A
to rock
couple
your world,
billion.
obviously, because they're chaste as nuns.
More like several
For the first
billion.
time, they don't seem to be able to provide you the passionate love either.
Maybe it's talking about the women. There's a couple billion women in the world. Or a few billion women in
Glad
this
you
world.
exist. Wow, Dan and Shay, don't lay it on too thick. I'm glad you exist. I'm glad toothpicks exist. They're a useful implement. Dan and Shay may as well just name this song Better Than Nothing. Every year I ask what the worst 2 seconds of the year is, and there were some obvious picks like
I believe in G-O-D. Don't believe in
T-H-O-T.
and of course just from the last
That was a
song.
fire bar.
Make a wife out of a
But my worst 2 seconds, those ooh yeah yeah yeahs.
There's a couple billion people in the world.
Ooh yeah yeah yeah. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. This song is already limp enough, but those soft little yeah yeah yeahs make everything sound so dinky and insincere. I think people will be shocked that this is above Fancy Like as the worst country song, but they do have one major thing in common. They're both obnoxiously self-satisfied. Walker Hayes expresses it by burping and farting everywhere. Dan and Shay do it by putting on big vacant smiles on their stupid faces, swaying back and forth like bobbleheads.
I'm just so glad you exist.
There's nothing about this that sounds sincere or sweet to me. It sounds like a Hallmark card they bought for your anniversary.
I don't know. I like it. It sounds
I'm
fine.
glad if it did not, in fact, exist.
Better than nothing.
Number 2.
Put your loving hand
I totally forgot about this song.
Ooh, I can feel the controversy coming off of this one. After trying for decades to make Eurovision a thing in America, they finally seem to have pulled it off. This year's winner
Is it still a thing in America nowadays? Do they do Eurovision? Oh no, they still do. I remember it being popular last year. Because of all the Israel stuff, mostly, but
polarizing song of the year.
That's probably
I
not what they
rarely see
wanted.
a song split people like this. I can totally see why. It's one of those songs where...
Or was that
people
2023?
hate
No,
about
that was
it. It's the
2024.
Same thing other people hate about it. Ultimately, I think...
I thought Begging was fine.
Song's
Yeah,
fine.
no, it was
I've heard
not
worse.
crazy.
Honestly, I think people should calm down because, let's be real, this is not the worst thing Eurovision did to us this year.
Oh shit.
Americans don't know that much about Eurovision, so they tend to think of it as a lot of fun, just non-stop ABBA. And
I like
the
this song.
epic
This is
sax guy and
fine.
Ya Ya Ding Dong. But as someone who has watched quite a bit of Eurovision, yes, you will get your vampire man vote every year, but also there's just a whole lot of stuff that's bad and not any of the fun ways. Historically, a lot of winners have been sickly ballad ears.
I'm afraid of all I am.
For example, this is the Netherlands' Duncan Laurence, who won in 2019. There's no Eurovision in 2020, obviously. And then in 2021 became a big hit because we don't live in a world with linear time anymore. You can blame that on, again, TikTok, which resurrected the song 2 years late so that Americans could experience one of the worst sounding, worst written hit songs in recent memory.
All I know.
Dutchman Lawrence's big winning song was called Arcade, a song that combines the big, empty, epic sweep of this moment in pop with a deeply tortured metaphor.
We were always a losing game.
Small town boy in a big arcade.
I got addicted to a losing game.
Has anyone ever riffed on their metaphor as hard as this?
I got addicted to a losing game.
Like, I worry that something got lost in his translation here, because it sounds like what he was actually
Booty.
thinking of is a casino, which would be the logical venue because gambling is actually where you can lose something of importance and get your heart broken and your legs broken. But there are no stakes at an arcade. There's no real sense of loss when you lose at pinball. There's no kids playing at the Pac-Man machines.
I guess.
Like, this whole idea is...
But like nowadays, like a lot of like I went to one of my friend's birthday parties. I literally went to last week. It was Round One Arcade. Most of the arcade was vending machines. Not vending machines. Claw machines. Though that's actually gambling. Well, yeah, it is mostly gambling. And people do spend a lot of money on that shit. You know, like they have, especially in Round One Arcade, they have like really like good anime figures. They have like a lot of plushies and stuff that people want. And people probably spend a lot of money. You know, just going crazy at the claw machines trying to get those figures. So I mean, nowadays, people really don't like. Well, no, actually, yes, nowadays, especially a lot of arcades, Dave and Buster's, fucking, like I said, Round Arcade, people are spending a lot of money, not even just on the claw machines, but a lot on the games, and you know how you get the points from the games, and then you use those points to buy shit. You know, spending a lot of money trying to get the fucking Nintendo Switch that nobody's gonna be able to get because it's fucking 30 million points. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of probably, well, not a lot of people, because most of the people going to the arcades, you know, like Dave and Buster's and shit, are children. But there is a large group of people who do go to like the Dave and Buster's and Round One arcades, trying to get like the fucking figurines and the claw machines and trying to get 30 million points to get the Switch. I could see where you know the losing money comes from, but Todd is right. The casino metaphor would make more sense.
It does not work. It's like a video arcade, but sad.
Because there's not like just like fucking old ass arcades out there really anymore. Like you're not gonna be able to see like a bunch of fucking arcades with like Mario and Pac-Man on them. Like no, you're gonna see fucking the Angry Birds game or like Mario Kart Racer or fucking, I don't know, fucking Connect 4 basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna see those. Like
Oh,
Dave
it's
and
a
Buster's and
penny
shit.
arcade at that, too. Wow. It seems like you're trying to make the whole thing sound trivial and childish, which is kind of at odds with the screaming agony of the song. All I know, I didn't get the high score in skee ball.
Get me off this roller coaster.
Okay, it's a roller coaster now? I thought it was an arcade. Come on. I mean, I guess it's kind of funny that he won Eurovision with a song about a losing game. Well, he may have won Eurovision, but he loses on the only competition that counts, this list. Netherlands nul point.
Nul point. That song's it's an okay
some
song.
honorable
It's nothing
mentions.
crazy.
My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone.
This song's more boring than bad, but I'm just including it anyway because it has the worst goddamn video I've ever seen. Did you think that outfit looks good, Ed? What does this part mean, Ed? Why could you not just be happy being the plain-faced folk singer that you are?
Let a young nigga come play in your throat, deep stroke your throat till I make you choke.
Go, baby!
Oh, I'm gonna choke all right on my own vomit.
Go,
Man, dirty
baby.
talk isn't as easy as WAP made it seem, huh? I decided this year I was gonna be way nicer to Imagine Dragons. I mean, they seem like such nice guys. They mean real well. And unfortunately, this is me being nicer when I say that this is their worst song yet. Jesus. The fuck are you doing?
Ugh. That drop
This has gotta be the
sucks.
end of Shawn Mendes, right? Even by his
Yeah, pretty
standards,
much.
this is dismal. Has he ever sounded more like he's dying?
I hope you look just like your mama and love her like I do.
Puke. God, country music has gotten so fucking sappy. This is probably the saddest response song since It's Every Night, Sis.
Damn.
Very little wonder that Olivia Rodrigo won.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. It's every night, sis fucking clear Jake Paul. No. What do you mean every worst response since every night, sis? Every night, sis fucking cleared Jake Paul and Logan Paul. What are you talking about?
Whoa.
That is just objectively
Very
wrong.
little wonder that Olivia Rodrigo won out on this one. Oh, this was just in time to make the worst list. A, B, C, D, E, F, U is... I'm sorry, that's a stupid line. If this song sticks around, maybe by next year I'll hate it enough to put it on the list proper.
Everybody but your dog.
God.
You can love fuck off.
This song is so ass.
Okay,
That song should
here
have
we
been
go.
on the list, bro.
Let's finish this.
Save all days for another day.
Number 1. Aaron Lewis keeps it real.
Oh. Hey, I was just singing a song in the last Billboard breakdown.
To go country keeps
Am I the only one
But a big one is that country
willing
music
to
is
fight?
fiction. Johnny Cash never really shot a man in Reno. Merle Haggard isn't an Okie from Muskogee. Garth never showed up in boots to a black tie affair, and Carrie Underwood never smashed her boyfriend's car. Only a select few, like Aaron's idol Hank Jr., will ever write their own real-life story. But that is what you get from Aaron Lewis. He can only give you his actual thoughts, feelings, opinions, and experiences. That might well be a positive thing if Aaron Lewis's thoughts and opinions were worth anything.
Am I the only one willing to bleed?
In many ways, 2021 was a year like no other, especially for Aaron Lewis, who had his biggest solo hit in 2 decades.
Am I the only one not brainwashed?
It was a massive chode anthem about how everyone who doesn't think like Aaron Lewis is brainwashed, even Bruce Springsteen.
I feel like Aaron Lewis, he kind of pre-fired the fucking racist anthem a little bit too early because, you know, like right next year, right? I think Try That in a Small Town was that was 2023. So he pre-fired 2 years too early. He should have released this song during the fucking Try That in a Small Town and Richmond, north of Richmond. He should have put that there, and then this song would have probably hit number 1 most likely. Because this song, I'm pretty sure this song shot up to like number 15. It would have at least gotten top 3, especially around that time of like the weird shit that was happening with the charts, like with Try That in a Small Town hitting number 1 and Richmond, north of Richmond being top 3. I don't know if that song hit number 1. But this song would have fit perfectly in that little like space of time in the charts where everything was just miserable.
Quit singing along every time they play a spring.
This guy's a pioneer. He did it before everybody
That
else.
Aaron Lewis cannot help but keep it real and admits that he sits around all day screaming at his television.
Screaming what the fuck in my TV.
Screaming, what the
It was the
fuck?
exact same year for Aaron
Screw-
Lewis
what
because
the
he spent it
fuck?
the same way he spent every
What
other
the
year,
fucking
being a
fuck?
loud idiot idiot who embarrasses himself in public, pissing off everyone around him, and complaining about the state of country music, even though he's a Johnny-come-lately whose country songs sound uniformly like shit. Since I originally reviewed that song, Lewis has also put out a video for it, which helps clarify a few things. The thing that pissed me off the most about it was his crying over Confederate statues, the people who tried to destroy America.
Another statue coming down in a town near you.
Now I got some comments trying to tell me that he must have meant the
Bro, it's actually like, do these boomers genuinely care about statues? I couldn't tell you. Okay, maybe like statues that I care about in this world. Maybe Statue of Liberty. Like, oh, it would be sad if Statue of Liberty got fucking destroyed or something. What else? I don't. Maybe the fucking Jesus in Brazil. Maybe if that got destroyed, I'll be a little bit sad. Like, oh damn, like that kind of sucks. But like, who cares about these fucking 10-foot statues of white guys who nobody even remembers and are growing like mold on them, and nobody even looks at, nobody cares about, nobody like even goes there and even looks at it? Who genuinely gives a fuck? Genuinely, who actually cares, bro? I feel like these niggas only care when like people start taking them down. Like, you never cared about it before. You were never like, yeah, guys, we're gonna go on a trip to see this Confederate statue. Like, nobody gave a fuck. You only gave a fuck when fucking people started taking them down. It was just bullshit, bro. Like, do people like? Was anyone seriously mad? Like, I would bet you 90% of the people who were mad at the Confederate statues getting taken down, like, they did not give a fuck before. They just didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck about the statues. They didn't care. Like, those statues got like mold on them, fucking roots all around them, because nobody gives a fuck to fucking clean it. Nobody fucking cares. Genuinely. It's just like the fake outrage is just so cringe. It was so cringe. Oh my god. Bro, does anyone genuinely think about statues? Does anyone? Unless you're like a worker or somebody who works with like big statues. Who genuinely thinks about statues on a day-to-day basis? Nobody. Nobody gives a fuck. Oh my god, bro, these boomers are just so like,
but Lewis helpfully shows us an actual Confederate statue.
It's actually
video,
just so stupid.
Which again, he's not even Southern. I'm allowed to have opinions on this, not you clam chowder eating masshole. You don't even go here. I also had some people disagree with my interpretation of this line.
And worries about his kids as they try to undo all the things he did.
I thought he was talking about himself. Some people think he was talking about President Trump. The video is not conclusive on that, but I don't think even Aaron Lewis thinks Trump is so great that he gets an unreferenced pronoun like he's Jesus. But I have consistently gone broke overestimating people, so who knows?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I literally saw it today. Fucking, have you guys seen the video? There's this TikTok. It was like this video of this woman singing like this fucking religious song, and then people were like in this crowd in this church, and they were like painting Trump, and like they were like calling him a god or whatever. Anyone else see that?
Now, this is a list of hit songs, and this was not really a hit. It only placed as high as it did because of a fluke in chart tabulation that overweights physical sales. But even if the hit part is questionable, boy does it deserve to be at the top of this list of worst hits. Are its politics shit? Yes. Does it sound like shit? God, yes. Aaron Lewis sings like a cow giving birth.
If you don't like it, there's a freaking door.
But also, I think this, more than anything, sums up why 2021 was so disappointing. After 2020, I was hoping to...
Am I the only one?
Maybe after the election, or once we all had vaccines, all the insanity was going to turn down. And Aaron Lewis wants you to know that no, the insanity will continue. Like, this is a year where I had to hear multiple songs called Let's Go Brandon, and a whole bunch of other miserable conservative songs. But the important thing to note is that they were all better than Aaron Lewis. Like, yes, those Let's Go Brandon songs pissed me off, but that's what they were trying to do, so I can only get so angry about that. I also had to hear Eric Clapton and Van Morrison's anti-lockdown shit, but that one was so laid back it was almost cute. Even Kid Rock in his anti-millennial record this year. Even he knew to put some respect on Bruce Springsteen's name. Like, let's be clear. If Aaron Lewis expressed the exact opposite sentiments that he does on this song, this would still probably be the worst song I heard all year. but I do have one sympathetic ear I can extend. If being Aaron Lewis means you can't enjoy Springsteen anymore, boy, that sure explains why he's such a miserable asshole. Imagine a world where you couldn't listen to Born to Run and instead all you had was this. Good God. Well, that was 2021, everybody. See you in 2022.
Wow, we clap. Alright.
I heard he shot, Turkle make a beatbox. He made that shot turn, wore this bottle, built a car. I don't mask, Turkle.
Alright. Good video. Look at this little fucker. Mr. Critter. Alright. Oh yeah, what you guys think of the video? Let's see. Disagree with this pick. This song isn't that bad. Okay, Heat Waves is kind of way too sexy. Yeah, it's pretty good pick. Fancy like, yeah, that's pretty shit. Peaches. Peaches isn't even that bad. I feel like, I don't know. It shouldn't be on this list. Kid LAROI, I know a lot of people don't like that song. I think it's okay. It's not a bad song. But I get why. I definitely get why people don't like Without You. Glad You Exist. It's just kind of harmless, I guess. Arcade. A lot of these songs I don't even hate or really even dislike. This song, the number one fucking sucks. That's ass. But yeah, beautiful. I mean, I don't like beautiful. I mean, because I'm not like most people, right? Like a lot of these songs people just don't like, and like a lot of these songs I'm fine with. You know, they're not anything crazy. Oh no. Yeah. I think fucking George Not Found. Yeah, I think this is probably like the best worst list. Like this list has a lot of songs that I don't mind, that are actually not bad, that I wouldn't say are bad. Which is kind of crazy. Because like a lot of the other lists, like there was like multiple songs that were like, oh yeah, that's like not that good. But like this one, I mean like Way Too Sexy's not good. And the number one, Am I the Only One? And then the rest of the songs, like, Heat Waves isn't even terrible. Like a lot of these songs are just kind of on. But like, I like Beautiful Mistakes. Peaches, Without You, that's a good song. It's not bad. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, obviously me and Todd have different taste. And 2021 was 4 years ago now. Jesus Christ. Man, time really flies, bro. 2025. Well, at least we have something to look forward to. New Maroon 5 single, late April. Are you guys ready? I know I'm ready. The main question is, where is the John Mayer new single? Where's that? Huh? Someone needs to interrogate Mr. Mayer and get him to drop. You know, it needs to happen. It's something that needs to happen. Todd saying he's a Kanye stan in 2021. Little did he know. Little did he know. Kind of interested what the best list will look like. And all that. I guess we'll have to see. I'm speechless. Alright, guys. Low-key, I'm trying to hit 1 hour. So I'm just going to chill. If you're still here watching, you're a real one. If you're here watching, type Burger King in the comments. If you're still here watching me yap right now to get to 1 hour. You're probably asking, why are you trying to get to 1 hour? I don't know. It looks cool. It looks cool as the fucking time, you know? Like exactly 1 hour. I have to hit it exactly at 1 hour. So I guess I can say, okay, guys, go subscribe to Todd in the Shadows. Subscribe to me. Go follow my Twitter. Go subscribe to my second channel. Go support Todd on Patreon. Obviously, look at all these patrons right here. Nathaniel P. Graham, like, you know, there's like just great stuff here. Ymir, oh shit. Will Bloodworth. Isn't Bloodworth a Kendrick song? Puffin. Alright, well, hey. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Alright, I need to get exactly 1 hour. Exactly.